My name is Sura. I'm a meditation coach and trainer. I specialize in certified trainings for meditation teachers and coaches. I'm really excited to talk to you today about a topic I've been thinking a lot about lately, which is the stress and anxiety that we've all felt collectively from the experience of the pandemic. So I'd like to start by saying that anything I talk about is not a medical claim, and if you have any symptoms or any concerns, to always seek the advice of a medical professional. So there, just covered that part. Just wanted to make very clearly that I'm referring to the stress and anxiety that people feel as a result of COVID. It's almost like we've had a trauma on all of humanity from what's happened from COVID. So it's not just the sickness, but it's also the effects of what COVID has created. And a lot of people report feeling this depressed feeling, like feeling pressed down, literally depressed, and like there's no joy, there's nothing to look forward to. People often report feeling like hopelessness and anxiety from COVID, that it can actually create anxiety in people. And then what ends up happening is it goes out into the ethers and it creates anxiety in our collective energy. And then for those of you who are sensitive and aware, you might be picking up on the energy that is around you in your community. People are feeling the sense of isolation and loneliness and depression and despair and hopelessness and all these other negative emotions that seem to come with this virus experience. There are these negative emotions, and that it can even affect the way you think, and the way you feel, your mood, even your personality. Some people say that they feel agitated and they feel angry. I know people have reported feeling that way from getting vaccinated, or even having the virus itself. And then people are feeling agitation and anger, and they're just quick to go into that judgmental, harsh place more than usual, not their usual self. So again, I'm just talking about the effects of this, not that this is what it is, but people are reporting these negative feelings, and then we feel that collectively, and then it kind of amplifies, right? Because if we're all feeling it, we're not talking about it. People aren't necessarily openly sharing their negative experiences, and especially their negative emotional experiences. Then I think when it stays in silence, it just kind of harbors there. It doesn't have a place to move and go and breathe. So that's a lot of what I've been hearing about and noticing, and also sensing and feeling as a meditation practitioner. So I'd like to hear about your experiences and if any of this is resonating with you. Thank you for the hearts. I guess it is, with the hearts coming in. So the other thing to be aware of is that stress lowers our immune system. So I think what's also not just the pandemic we're dealing with, but the stress of everything that's happening, and everything that has caused, whether it's financial insecurity or isolation, the social distancing, not having as much human contact, that it's actually causing even another layer of stress, the uncertainty of what's going to happen, right? Because even now we don't know still. So the stress, when we have fear of something happening, or we feel the stress collectively, or we feel stress personally, then we are in effect weakening our own immunity. And what's really important during these times, it takes effort, is to make the conscious effort to be aware and to learn how to direct your attention. And that's the practice of meditation. Meditation is having conscious awareness, noticing what is going on inside of us, noticing our body, our breath, our thoughts, and our energy. So, for example, even the words we think affect our immunity, our brain, our nervous system. They're completely synced up. So whatever happens in the brain goes straight into the body. So really what I'm wanting to say today is to be aware of your energy and your vibration and staying in a good place within yourself, because that's the healthiest thing that you can do. And when you attune to that, you send that energy out into the collective. So if you've been meditating for a while or even a short time, you might be aware of the interconnectedness that exists amongst all of us. We're one. And whatever we experience within ourselves becomes experienced in the collective on some level. So it only takes one of us to start resonating at a level and raise the energy within ourselves and also our community and our collective. It's important to give yourself that sense of security. Give yourself that sense of ground. Give yourself that balance and centeredness, and practice it every day, throughout your day, and most especially in your morning time, connecting to peace, having the experience, the vibration of meditation as long as possible, so that that vibration creates a healthier state within yourself. So it starts there. Yes, getting enough feeding yourself good foods, getting enough rest, all these things that nurture your health. So if you're just coming in, we're talking about the collective trauma that we feel from the pandemic and the feelings of depression and hopelessness, despair, anxiety, insecurity that people are feeling right now, and how to take care of yourself when the whole world is suffering at a level, and a lot of people silently suffering, but perhaps you can feel it in the air, because some people say, I don't know if you experience this, but some people are saying it's hard to feel joy, it's hard to feel excited, it's hard to feel like you're looking forward to something or you have passion. A lot of people are just reporting feeling very blah. They're in the doldrums, Groundhog Day from the lockdown. It's the same day over and over and over again. Not a lot of social connection and bonding, human bonding that's happening. So this is some of the things that people are saying. So what can we do together? Well, first individually and then collectively. So knowing that stress lowers our immune system, and that positive energy increases and bolsters our immunity. So the willingness for you, even despite, and this is the practice of meditation, the practice of meditation is being light amongst all the chaos and darkness and trauma in the world, still having a light heart, still being lighthearted, learning to live in this space of lightness, not bypassing, not pretending, not having to be positive Pollyanna, that's different, but truly learning how to cultivate inner joy no matter what is happening around you. no matter what the state of the world is, that you're able to connect back into yourself to a place of peace and connection and joy, a deeper contentment, a deeper knowing, tapping into that place. So that's the practice of meditation, is how do you stay light in a world of darkness and chaos and uncertainty and trauma and woundedness and, all these things that are happening. That's the practice.